All right, so apparently we're live. There we are. Welcome everyone to PSAs with Shashy Paige. I'm Frankie, that's Sage, and there's Shashy Paige down at the bottom. How you doing today, ladies?
It's
mate.
Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. We're attempting this live situation. The camera that I bought to make things look clearer in my space, whatever, doesn't sync to my sound properly, and that would be super fun to watch, you know, me not having the correct sound. What now is wrong with
Nothing.
my screen?
I just
Nothing's
thought
wrong
you
with
drew
yours.
on the Jolly Roger, and I was like, I thought you'd colored him
No.
like a mustache or something. Gave him a sachet on a scarf on his head. It's
What?
just a
No.
shadow. It's
Okay.
okay.
I'm
I was-
so proud of you
For what? Is
for
it?
changing Twitch to not playing Sims anymore?
I don't think I
instead
did that on purpose.
Podcast. Oh well, it worked.
Did you? Are you sure you didn't do that?
I
That
didn't
might have
do
been
it.
you who did that.
I only
Okay.
changed one setting, and that was hopefully to download your videos.
Well, you magically
not-
fixed whatever that was then. So thank you, Sage the intern, for being a god like that and just accidentally fixing all my stuff.
Sometimes I can pull it together.
Sometimes I can't, apparently. I wanted to do some other fun stuff with this, but I still don't understand how to use StreamYard. That's okay. Shashy Paige, tell us about... Okay, so the theme of
The
this one...
PSA today is don't shit in the lake.
Don't shit in the
Don't
lake.
shit in my lake. Okay.
That's what it
I
is.
shit in my lake.
And it should be don't pee in the lake. Don't shit or pee in the lake.
Yeah, because it just has nowhere to wash our way to, you know?
Can I tell you something that might break your brain, and I'm so sorry ahead of time?
No,
do
you're
it.
not. Please do it.
Sometimes when you pee in the lake, fish will follow your pee stream and
No,
go
that's
into
like-
your body.
That's
What?
like
No,
those
no, no, no.
parasite fish. Yeah, those
Yes.
parasite fish. PSAs. Sage is dropping a PSA. There are
I am
such a
dropping
thing as those
a
parasites.
PSA.
That's how they get in there?
That's a true, real thing. Yeah, they're, I don't know, some kind of.
But wouldn't the
whatever.
stream like push them out though? Because it's flowing outwards at a
No,
pace
I
of...
don't. She's correct about this. This is a thing that exists somewhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shashy Paige.
Somewhere, not in Eureka Lake, like not in our hometown lake, not
I don't know.
not
Remember,
a freshwater
Probably not.
lake, like
Well,
more like
she's-
a.
Sage is gonna find it. Sage will find what it's called and what it is, and we can talk about that. But
I just
Shashy
want to know
Paige,
where it is.
what?
My Wordle wasn't right, and that was so discouraging.
Oh, I'm so sad for you. That's upsetting.
I still
Okay, but
got it right
Shashy
in
Paige-
the end, but whatever.
Well, that's all that matters.
Okay.
If you got it right in the end, that's all that matters. Shashy Paige, tell us about this dream that you had, though, that
Oh,
made
yeah.
you come up with the PSA for the day.
Yeah, I don't really have PSAs. I decided that disaster videos were bad for my mental health, so I am going to talk about my dreams. And in my dream last night, the hot girls decided that they were just going to shit in the lake, and I approached them like, I see you all have some turds hanging out here. Like, what's that about? Get the fuck out of my lake. And proceeded to write a sternly written letter to the lifeguard coach person to have them banned from the lake. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand like the meaning behind it. Maybe I do feel like people are shitting in my lake. It was like 4th of July tourists everywhere, you know, like I don't know, just running amok, I guess. But
Running amok, get out of my lake. I think it's appropriate. I think that there are a lot of things in this world when it comes, I think, Shashi, to our mental health space where we allow other people to shit in our lake. And we need to.
I know. I agree.
We need to stop doing that. Don't like Sage the intern. What did you say that one time when we were at the bagel shop? Don't let a
turd float on your glass half full.
Don't let a turd float on your glass half full. That's right.
Don't let it ruin your glass half full.
And in what
I get
ways
it
can
now.
we do that? I get it now, Shashy Paige. That's what it is.
I appreciate that.
Sage the intern, what say you? What's your thought process on the people shitting in the lake dream?
I have no brain cells, so I don't know.
It's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
It is disrespectful, but I do think it's just, you know, the idea of other people just messing up your stuff, whatever it is.
But You know, I thought about it and I was like, maybe like there's something to pooping in a body of water that's like a more natural birth kind of thing. So like maybe I need to try it, you know?
What?
Like maybe I don't know,
Do we need to
maybe
go to the river and go swimming, Shashy Paige?
no, I'm talking about like in your own bathtub and clean up your own mess kind of thing. But no smoshing
Why
down the
would you?
drain. You gotta fish
Why?
it out. I don't know. I just thought that maybe, you know, for people having problems, it might help better more than an enema. Enemas are just weird and that doesn't need to be a thing, right? I don't know.
I think it would be a
I
better
understand
idea
why
to
they're
be in a
important.
body of water than in a tub. You're gonna do it at home in a tub. Why would you? What? What are you talking about?
Well, you don't want to like you don't want to disrespect the natures and make it all
Okay, but the
disgusting
natures
because
knows how to clean stuff up, and where do you think everything goes from your,
I don't
from
know.
your
Human
sewer
shit
system?
is the worst kind of shit. It's the nastiest, most bacteria-ridden shit out of all of
Do
the
you
animal
have? Do
kingdom.
you have? Do you
Well,
have that?
we're
have data to
carnivores,
support
so
this?
any carnivore shit is vile. So that's dogs, cats, us.
We're just the worst because we eat all the
We are
weird
the worst.
processed things that are not real food.
We're just the most
Yeah.
diseased or something. I don't know.
Well, I have something about that. If men could keep their dicks put away and not into other animals, we would have less sexual transmitted diseases. Fun fact.
Sage
Fun
for the
fun
win.
fact.
I would choose the bear too, honey.
I would choose the bear.
Oh,
My roommate
Lord.
was fighting with someone on Facebook about why they would choose the bear, and this guy just didn't understand. And she sent me a screenshot of his profile picture, and his background was all you needed to know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I was like, "Hun,
oh,
it is not worth fighting with him. I know why you
No,
want
it's
to, but
never
just-
worth fighting with
it-
somebody who doesn't get it. Like that is how you
no.
let people shit
But
in
that's
your
like
lake. Don't
most
argue with
of them.
people who don't get it.
It makes me so sad. It just makes me so sad.
You just have to not argue with them and just let them go have their own timeline, and we'll just create our own timeline where we have, a nice, pretty, clean, clear lake, and Aisha can go do whatever she wants in the bathtub.
I'm not going to contaminate the lake. I promise.
Good.
Well,
If you contaminate the lake, we'll all cry.
we'll all cry.
We'll all cry and point our fingers at you.
Technically,
Jade.
I'm the most susceptible to dirty shit, so I don't know. I don't want to contaminate myself.
Don't do that in the tub either then. We want to just avoid all of the yuckiness as much as possible by just having all the fun we possibly can. That's what we want. There's the PSA, Shashy Paige. What can you do that can switch your brain into the fun things so that we don't have to be bothered by the people who are trying to shit in our lake?
Well, I don't know the answer to that, but after we left the lake, the lake, Haleigh decided to drive us straight into a pond. So
Classic.
yeah, classic Haleigh. I was all I remember was I was just saying I just want to go home, and now you're going into the pond. Like,
I just want to go home, and you're driving us into a pond. I remember I've told you though that I've had dreams where I've been in a car that goes underwater. So
it was a shallow pond, but I mean,
so I'm just
I woke up right then, so
water.
maybe we died.
Okay,
maybe we all died.
That was a timeline where I just drove us into a pond. Everybody was shitting in the lake, and we gave up. We're just gonna go drown ourselves.
We couldn't fight them, so we just had to join them.
I guess that's how it went. Okay, well, if we don't want that timeline, Shashy Paige, if we don't want that timeline, then you just do the happy things like your light brights. Please tell us more about your light bright art.
Well, no, I don't want to. Light bright's a light bright, but I want to tell you guys about the Barbie Emporium Playhouse ground thing that I dreamt about that has to exist in reality somewhere because it was so real. It was so real. It was
Tell us about it.
Oh, it was so cool. Like we went in and we were in this group. We were in a little group, and like in our little group, we could go around and do puzzles on our own. And like one of the puzzles we were doing, you had to beat it to get to the next level of the Barbie Emporium thing. And like, I don't know, there was like little food magnets, and we had to like plan everybody's food days. Or I don't know. It was whatever. It doesn't matter. But like on the loudspeaker, like to our group, this one like leader staff lady was like started making fun of us for not being able to get the puzzle, and like I started very loudly calling her a cunt, and then I think they started like following me around to like get me kicked out, and I was like, don't be making fun of my group and our intelligence.
Don't insult our intelligence. 100%.
Yeah, we're having fun here. Like, this is a Barbie world. We don't need to
Barbie world.
You know,
like our lake in Barbie world.
Exactly. That person needs to leave. She's the shitter. She needs to leave.
She is.
It was like it was so cool because like then I went into this cupcake factory making like room or whatever, and I like held up my arms and they velcroed a little Barbie apron over me, and it was the cutest little thing. And it was just there was changing rooms. If you wanted to wear Barbie clothes, you could change into Barbie clothes and like create your own Barbie shoes and your own Barbies.
Was this like you were a Barbie then? Like, cause like velcroed on clothes like a Barbie?
I was a person.
Okay. I was a person.
But it was just great, and that's how I counteract the poopy lake. I
love it because you just go into the other. You just switch up your avatar, right? Mm-hmm. Your human dreamland world avatar. Put on some new clothes, right? Mm-hmm. Give yourself a new name, and you can just change your reality, and it's super fun that way. I love it.
Yeah, it was really great. I think it has to exist in the time space somewhere.
It's in the Tongaverse, and we're gonna call it in perfect Barbie world where we can just Velcro new stuff on like Barbie, and anybody who gives us shit about our puzzles, they are banned from the lake. You're out.
You're booted. You're done.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sage the intern. Crazy dreams from you then.
What? I don't have any crazy dreams.
What? Sage the intern.
I don't do anything.
I don't do anything. You're not doing anything in the astral realm lately. You're just Sage the intern is too busy with finals and graduation to be able to deal with the astral realm right now. We understand.
My brain is so brain dead. It's crazy.
I totally get that, bro.
It's crazy how brain dead I've been. And I finally have everything done. And then my grandpa was like, will you help us pick up sticks? And I was like, of course, I would love to help you pick up sticks. And I was like, this is the first time I've been outside in like 3 days. I need to go take a walk.
Oh, that's so good though. I love that for you. Sophie, I love picking up sticks.
It was good. It was good picking up sticks.
I mean,
I just have cats.
They're just cats.
It's cats. I thought it was cat outlined like letters. I like the tops of letters. That's cool.
Oh, that'd be so cool. But no.
We'll design one and it'll say Sage the intern. And it'll all be made out of cats.
And the little S will have cat ears on it.
Yeah. It'll be great. It'll be beautiful. I'm excited about it.
I have a PSA.
Yes, PSA, please.
If you're a friend of mine and if you're a friend of mine who is a parent of said friend, and specifically a mom, and you decide to die, I'm going to raise you up from the dead just to kill you again. This is not the time to be dying. Because how dare you die in this very important week?
It is very important. This is not the time.
One of my friend's parents had passed away.
Literally, I'm so sorry.
It was crazy. She talked to her on Saturday. She saw her physically on Saturday, and then either Saturday night or Sunday morning found her passed away in her house. I was like, how crazy is that? I'd kill myself.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Like, how just like heart, just peaceful, or like in the
probably. It's probably the heart or lungs.
Sage the intern. This is where we need to go ahead and start our Sage the intern talking to the spirits and calling them in, right? We can be like, now you can call her in and bawl her out. How dare you leave at such an important moment? You get to go have that. You get to go have that conversation with her if you want to.
She's about to have her hood ceremony this week for her masters, and you just decide to kick the bucket?
What?
I was selfish of you.
Just the worst. Yeah, wow, really? Like, for real. No, I'm serious, too. That's pretty crazy.
The Sage and Shashy Paige are going to give her what for?
Yeah, you couldn't hang on one more week?
Literally,
That's-
one more week.
Mhm.
That's all you had to do was stay around
That's
one
all you
more
had to
week.
wait.
That's
One
all you
more
had to
week.
do.
Maybe she knew that like something good will come of it. Like a bunch of people will be like, "Oh yeah, this is a happy good," and like something good will happen.
Something
Because the
magnificent
mom
and magical.
is-
She'll be able to push a button from the other side of the veil that she
Yeah.
couldn't have pushed on this side of the veil. That's what it is.
Yeah.
She
I hope
exited to
so.
help in a different kind of way.
And it's crazy because my friend is actually moving back to her hometown. And so that's where her mom was living. Like that's where her mom's house is.
Mm.
So it's just like crazy.
Yeah.
The timing was
Wow.
all
Maybe there's something,
weird.
maybe for some reason the community will support her in doing some new cool thing
Oh,
she's going to
yeah.
do that you never know.
She's a beloved character for many people, so there's
Aw.
no way she's not getting care.
Well, there you
That's
go.
good.
See, it'll all turn out all right. Well, keep us updated on that. PSAs
Yeah.
also, Sage the intern,
Oh,
while
that's
I'm
bad.
thinking about it, I'm going to shift gears to the other thing that you needed to update us on.
You're supposed to do this too.
No.
Your favorite, Sage the intern, your
I bet.
favorite act,
What's
what?
my favorite what?
Your favorite active serial killer. Any updates?
No.
Hmm.
No, but you want to know what I've heard or what I started listening to again? So I
What?
love Crime Junkie, another podcast
Okay.
about crimes.
Yeah.
And the one I'm on, I like, you know how you'll stop listening to a show and then you'll randomly be like, oh yeah, I remember that show. And then you just binge listen. Well, I've been binge listening because I'm off kind of my YouTube grind and I'm back on my like Crime Junkie grind. So I'm on the
Nice.
Green River Killer. I hate police people. I hate
Uh-huh.
them. I
Yeah.
hate police. He killed around. Okay, so it's okay. Okay, let me give you real numbers.
We're gonna.
here.
You're gonna.
So,
Okay, you go ahead.
They think he's killed. Sorry, my cat is sticking his
You guys-
paws in my couch.
I tried to catch a bean. He ran away.
You guys, y'all are both having like animal situations going on
Sorry.
over there. Sage is about to throw some stuff.
Yeah, I can hear Steven sticking his claws in the chair. Okay, so the police thinks he's killed around 49-ish, 50-ish females.
Okay,
but
the
it's
Green River
suspected
Killer
that
was
he's
back when? Remind me the time frame.
That's in
of this
Oregon,
one.
right?
I can't remember.
I think so.
The things I used to know
Because
because
the Green
I-
River was it was there's another name for him, right? Green River is just where he was, but there's another name for him.
Between 1982 and 84, which is
So
crazy to kill that many females in that short of time. His name is
That's-
Gary Ridgway, by the way.
That's
Gary
what it
Ridgway,
is.
yes,
Gary Ridgway,
like,
yeah.
Yes, okay, Gary
Berserker
Ridgway.
mode to the
Oh,
max.
yeah.
And what's crazy is they think he killed like around 100 people.
I mean, that's like
See?
some of those.
Like, in 2 years.
You know what makes me so mad is there was a girl who was like, "Oh yeah, I know his car. This is what his car is." And then she like was walking down a road one day and was like, "Oh my god, that's the car that has been picking up all of these females to go dump them in the river." And this was around 26 girls was at the time that she had saw this car. Girls he's killed at this point.
Right.
So oh my gosh. So the
Look at
police
Sage
could have
gets so
stopped him
excited.
at half the amount of girls he killed. Ridiculous. I
It's
know it's
honestly-
not crazy, but are you kidding me?
No, yeah, like when there's things like that in a case that is just like it's right there, like that just is what makes me so.
And he had the serial killer trifecta. I think it's called the McDonald's trifecta. Where it's
Yeah.
like you pee your bed, or you peed your bed when you were younger, you killed animals, and you started fires. And
Animal
he had the other
mutilation, arson, and
And you started.
peeing your-
I
isn't it
thought-
peeing your bed like into like well into like your older
teen.
childhood? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought
And then he had
there was a head injuries thing in there, but maybe I'm
No.
wrong.
No, but there's another not trifecta, theory, I guess is what it's called.
Yeah.
And that people were thinking he had, and it was where, and you know what, this makes sense to me because humans in the end are animals too. We obviously
Yes,
evolve.
we are. Oh, Bean.
So the theory is that when a family has a male for a kid,
Okay.
it at first it likes its mom because it's a female, like it's a breedable female, and then over time the kid realizes it has no competition because there's a dad or there's a person in its life, or he just grows out of it most of the time. But there's a select few amounts of time where that doesn't happen. So these young boys start getting weirdly attached to their moms. Yeah.
Oedipus
so they
complex. Okay.
Yeah, so they think he had that. And what kind of put the nail in the coffin for that one was when his first wife left him. Because they were both cheating on each other because he was overseas. But when his first wife left him, that hit him really hard because
Gary Ridgway?
Yeah, Gary Ridgway, because it's a female leaving him.
Okay, well,
and
listen, I've been abandoned in life a lot, but I haven't gone and turned serial killer over it. Like, get over yourself.
You're lucky.
Apparently I am.
And then his second wife, when she got pregnant, and had a boy, which double whammy.
Oh.
And she couldn't have sex out in the woods because she just pushed a child out of her cooch. Then he was
but the baby's
and then
competition.
That's when he started killing.
Oh my god, I saw this. I just saw that. I know this is like totally unrelated, but I saw this post on Reddit that I didn't even read because it was like really stupid. But it was like a lady just had a baby, or no, maybe this was on like my Google News. Wow, okay. A lady had a baby, and the husband was mad and wanted to divorce her because she let the child breastfeed, and he's like, "Now your nipples have been in another man's mouth." Like,
dude,
that guy's a serial killer.
Spelled their babies' names.
No, I didn't read it. I was like, "Oh, what is that? Please tell me." Oh my gosh, was it like Katie with a fucking HGT or like like a G or whatever?
So it was Wilder with a Y. It was like WYLDER.
Yeah.
And then it was Hunter spelled weird too. And I was like, "What are you doing?"
To be different. Had to be different.
Literally, you had to be quirky. Stop it. You're Mormon.
Like, let him divorce you. Get him out of your life. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say, it seems to me like there are other problems there that don't have probably anything to do with that. That seems like a pretty lame.
Like this is the first time in the relationship that you've seen this red flag. I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's weird.
Sage the intro. Wow. Well, you were telling me about boy moms, which is a thing that I did not know was a thing, and then I was like, but that makes sense.
Kind of. I don't really know.
It's just so not all boy moms do this, but there's a majority of boy moms that are just so obsessed with their kid being a boy that they neglect everyone else, and it's like their first kid being a boy. And so all these boy moms on TikTok will post, and then everyone in the comments will be like, "You're a boy mom. Make sure your other children are eating. This is why your young girl is gonna have an ED," which most boy mom girls have an ED or neglect of some sort.
Sad.
It's awful.
No, it was interesting because there were a lot of things that you were listening to and talking about that I was like, yeah, I know. That sounds familiar to me. Yeah, the boy mom syndrome.
Yeah, boys are the best and our favorites. They need all the attention and the love, and we'll cook for them, but not for you.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened.
Wow.
Or it was the other one was where the boys would eat everything in the household and leave nothing for the sisters.
Yeah.
And then you're starving her. Yeah, it was awful.
Wow.
It's awful. Dude, those fucking Mormons. Crazy.
Oh my god.
Most of TikTok is Mormons.
God.
What?
Are you serious?
What is this?
Yeah. Most of the TikTok
good thing I'm not on there.
Mormons.
Fuck that.
How do you
I can't stand that Mormon shit.
America or Mormons?
Don't
The
like it.
things that I just do not know, Sage the intern. So don't.
I don't
do
need to be on TikTok then because I don't need to see that shit.
Is
I
that,
just love scrolling
listen,
through the comments. They make me cackle.
Yeah.
I cackle at the comments.
I love that. That is good. That is a good fun time.
What are
People,
some
people
of your
making fun of other people that I don't like.
people making
Being
fun
like,
of other
yes,
people
you
that-
go, queen.
Yes.
You make fun of them.
Yep. I like
you go
that.
shit in their leg. That's fine. You can shit in their leg,
Oh,
but don't
yeah.
go shit in my leg. Shit in their leg all you want. I don't care. I see how it is. I get it. That's cool. I'm
That's
down.
weird. Ugh, Mormons. I just like have developed a strange rage because I feel like their religion is a farce, first of all. It's a story told by a sad person who wanted attention. And like all of these
I mean,
bad, awful
what-
things and abuse that I've heard of with Mormons, and it's just like, let's just not
It's
anymore.
crazy.
It's
I think
bad,
once you
dude.
get into any kind of organized religion, right? Like
It's
once
a cult,
you're-
yeah.
It's a cult. They're all kind of cults, but that's why we need to just have our own cult and start our own fun cult where we do.
I
have a
want to
fun
start
time.
a cult so bad.
Sage the intern. What would you call
wanna
Not
be a
it?
even
leader?
for the money. Nothing like that. I just want to start a cult for shits and gigs.
Okay, well, let's do it. The cult of Sage the intern, or what do we call this? Shashy Paige, Franki, and Sage. We're starting a cult. What are we going to call it?
See, but
We
that's
need
the
a name.
thing is like, if you don't want it to be a culty,
Oh,
You
I want
can't-
it to be culty.
okay.
Okay, but in what ways? Your cult is going to look like what? So your hippie commune cult has what going on?
Is there like a ringleader or?
No, we have too much ADD for any of us to be leader. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
yeah,
we
paying
need
attention
type
to one
A.
person.
The problem
Yeah.
is we need one type A person to be the leader, so all of us type B'ers can like piss off.
Right.
So what? And that person
Okay.
needs to do what?
And I could be the type A leader. It's just I have a problem. And that problem is if I'm making the plans and no one follows those plans, I'm gonna kill you all. Like it just is
That
what
sounds
happens,
very culty. That sounds perfect.
right?
That sounds appropriate.
So
Yeah,
you're
that
the
is-
perfect leader.
there you go.
Perfect.
There you
Like,
go. You
oh,
win.
Jimmy
You
didn't
win,
follow
like-
the rules. He gets the gravel pit.
Get the gravel pit.
Exactly. There was
I love it.
this is sage lore. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but there's one
we're
time
live. Go
where
ahead. Say
I
whatever
was
you want.
I was at a wedding and I had the day planned out so perfectly. It was so beautiful. And then
Okay.
all of a sudden everyone like turns to me and goes, "Oh, we can't do any of the day you planned out because we have to go to the airport and pick up your sister." And I was like, "I put that in the plans. That is on itinerary at the bottom."
It's
'Cause
at the bottom.
like it's
'cause
on
I'm
there.
Like
I
don't
counted
worry.
for her.
I
And
accounted
they were
for
like,
that.
"No, we just can't make any of these plans. Why'd you have me make them?"
What?
And so I had to.
Sage the intern. I think you and I have that in common a lot of times, and that's why I gave up being the person who did any sort of family holiday planning, anything. I gave
It just
up.
gets fucked up in the end anyway.
It's never right. Like, do you remember
Somebody
when
throws a
I was
wrench.
the reason? No, do you remember when I was the reason that Christmas got canceled, Shashy Paige? Do you remember when that was my fault?
I don't remember why it got canceled, but I remember that it almost got canceled a second time.
I canceled the second year too.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Well, and it's like, and normally it's okay. I don't get mad at like people canceling. I get mad at more like when they undermine me when I'm clearly a Capricorn. Okay, I have problems. I know that.
Are you late December then?
Yeah, I'm December 23.
Oh, nice.
I know she's
Yeah.
like so close to the holiday times. Poor
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I know.
don't
So
worry.
I have to shut down my brain, and that means like shutting off every function of my body, and that includes talking, which is rough for people who know me and know me as a chit chatter who won't shut the fuck up. But then I'm
I
like,
love
do you
it.
want me to talk to you later? Like I can talk to you later after I get happy again.
Mhm.
When
I
I'm
just
a
have to
happy
get
bear,
again.
we can talk when I'm
Dude.
a happy bear.
I'll be
I
a
love-
happy bear. I just can't talk to you for like 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes to be pissed off, and then I can be happy.
Is that all you need, Sage the
Oh,
intern?
I need a
need,
whole
like,
day,
a-
Sage.
Oh, I know it.
No, I need a
Shashy Paige,
5-minute
you and-
turnaround, and I'm good.
Oh man, teach me your ways.
Teach me your
because-
Zen ways, Sage the
Mhm.
intern.
I just have an older sister who is just the biggest piece of shit known around. So I've learned to cope.
We've learned to
Oh.
cope. We've learned to just switch it up. Like, all right, we'll be mad, and then we'll just call it quits. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, because there's no point in being mad later on.
There's no point because the only person you hurt is you when you get stuck in your head being mad about whatever.
Exactly.
Why do that to yourself?
Oh,
Exactly.
sweet.
Benathan agrees. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah.
Bean,
Look
you
at
can come to my
baby.
house.
You can come to my house.
I
You
said
tried
that about
brushing
every
him.
single dog. I'm like, you can come to my house.
Sage
Would
has room
Richard
for
eat
all
him?
the animals.
Richard
Maybe.
wouldn't eat him. Richard would want to play with him.
And Bean
Chuck
would
is
get
more
mad.
scared, and Chuck would not like to even smell him. So
Oh my gosh. Sad.
Chuck was losing his brain cells at my grandma's kids that she teaches art to, her homeschool kids.
What?
He was just barking up a storm, and I was like, dudes, what is going on? Shut
Yeah.
up. You're
You can't
fine.
handle it. You're fine. Just relax. Oh, I
Settle
love
down. And it's some of the problem is when I don't take him out there to greet people, then he has a problem with them. Because he's like, you're not mom approved. I don't.
You're
want
not
you."
mom
Oh.
approved. Oh,
Yeah.
but that's really sweet,
That makes
Sage the
sense.
intern,
It
that you
is
have
really
them trained
nice.
to they only like the people that you like. That's nice.
Well,
I do always
that's
think that my dog is a
Richard,
great
Chuck.
judge of character. If my dog doesn't like you, I probably shouldn't either.
Yeah,
Richard
Lucy is really good
for
at that.
sure.
Oh, really?
Lucy's very good at that.
Bean
If
has
Richard
to like
doesn't even go
meet
up
and-
to you, there's a problem.
Sad. Yeah, Bean has to meet you and know you in order to not bark madly at you.
I don't know that that's true. He kind of barks mad like
No,
when
yeah. Because, like, well, I don't know if he recognized you today because Haleigh walked by with Lucy and he yelled at them, but I think he recognizes you. He was just like,
No.
hey, take me outside too, or something. I don't know.
No, he knew. He was like, take me for a drive. That one takes us for drives in the car. So, like, that one will take us places.
Literally.
She'll leave, like,
literally.
get her. That's what it is. He's
Like,
like,
we
this
were
chica
walking
won't leave her
outside.
dragon's den.
Yeah, we were walking outside in like a car parked right next to us, like because they were picking up their kids from the bus stop or whatever. And he was
Mhm.
like, he like ran up and he's like, car, ready, I'm ready, let's go. Like, and I
Let's
like
jump in,
had
let's
to
jump in,
pull
let's
him
go.
away. Like, that's not sissy. That's not.
Nope.
Oh,
But I was totally willing to take you guys for a drive later, so it's okay, Bean.
aw,
Go ahead and be
yeah.
feisty anytime you want, and we'll go in the car. He's just
The
trying to help
feisty
you get out
baby.
of the house, Shashy Paige, so that you're not doom scrolling disaster videos all day long. He wants
Well, I stopped.
trying to help
I
your
stopped.
you know yes, and you found us a beautiful video of a crazy shark with a giant Pixar-like eyeball.
Those eyes are not
Yeah,
real. I don't believe that sharks have those kinds of eyes. I just
Okay,
don't
can
get
we
it.
please can we please
don't
have
know.
this conversation though, because it's fun and I enjoy it? That like that video you sent of that shark, like that eyeball, I did immediately think like Pixar anthropomorphized cartoon shark animal whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but what if we are in such a fun little fluid space in our human consciousness, whatever density timelines, that because kids are like watching and loving those movies, that thing is that's going to create it in this world and call it in. Yeah.
Sorry.
And-
Sorry.
But Shashy Paige, and it starts to be more real. And then you find these crazy wild giant sharks that hang out at the bottom of the ocean and have Pixar eyeballs.
I mean, I think that sharks had those eyeballs and then cartoons about sharks were made. So, like, I think you have that.
But the
little-
eyeball of that shark, is that like, look up a great white shark. It's not the
Yeah, I
same.
know. Yeah, it's a different kind of shark, but still, yeah, you don't expect that kind of eyeball in a shark. That's true.
I
That's
don't.
true.
It's a very sort of humanoid like eyeball.
It's very, yeah, and
That's
they
the
can
thing.
like put they
That's
can put
true.
it all the way back into their head, which is like, whoa.
Well, they all do that.
Well,
That's-
isn't
no,
that
it's not
evolution
gonna-
to save their eyeballs?
No, isn't that it's that nictitating membrane thing that goes over the top of their eyeball to protect it when they
Yeah.
attack stuff. I think that's why.
Mhm.
So I don't like they go back, but then there's a membrane that goes over the top of it too to
So why
protect
did it
that.
go back in their head? I don't know, man.
Well,
It was creepy.
To protect so that when you're going to attack something, that you don't mess up your visuals.
No, but that's what the thing is.
why-
The sheath is for. Why do they have to take their eyeballs and look back at their brain cells?
Well, maybe they're like me and they're trying to find the thoughts that they lost 3 minutes ago. I don't know.
I mean,
I have that problem. I just think it's exciting, Shashy Paige, to think that like we could, we're just playing around in that quantum soup and we're bringing in the weird Pixar animals and things into the timelines. Why not?
why not?
Let me have my insanity if you get to stop doom scrolling for your PSAs, Shashy Paige. We can do anything we want in the entire Tongerverse. We can do all the things that we want to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and believe that we can bring the Pixar fun into this world somehow, some way. Even if all it is just a mildly humanoid eyeball of a shark.
Ian's wanting a cheesy treat.
Oh no! And Shashy Paige had a big yawn. Does that mean it's going to be your bedtime soon, Shashy Paige?
Bedtime!
Soon we get in bed at 8:00, and I usually like read or.
Yesterday, I feel so bad for Eloise. I told Eloise, I was like, oh yeah, I'll totally be on Discord. Like, I'm free. I'm graduating. I'm done with college. It'll be perfect. I went to bed at like 6:37.
Oh,
And
wow.
And I was just going to be like, oh, this is just going to be like an hour nap, 2-hour nap, 12 hours. 12 hours.
Girl, you needed it though then.
Yeah.
I comaed. And the best part about it is it was a coma where I didn't have any dreams. It was just like I time skipped.
Yeah.
I time skipped.
You definitely, your body definitely need to reset.
That's all it was. You were just time traveling. You didn't sleep for 12 hours. You just time travel skipped ahead.
Literally, that's what it felt like.
Like Shashy Paige.
This is crazy.
What?
I gotta go fix up that design I made once upon a time of that thing you said. I'm not depressed. I'm just sleepy.
I mean,
you're not
valid.
Wrong.
You're not wrong.
Valid points.
Like people like freaking haters in my life, man. They always like hate that I take naps and shit all the time. I'm just like, you know what? I don't think you understand my life. So why don't you go fuck yourself?
You got to scoop those turds out of your lake.
Exactly.
And don't let that turd float on your glass half full.
Banned from the beach.
Banned from the beach.
People also forget that everyone's body type is different, but females need more sleep than males. So we need we truly need around 7 to 12 hours of sleep a night.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
I need a solid 9 or else I'm useless.
My sister needs a solid 12 to not.
How do we get nap time then?
I thought I was bad.
How do we get nap time then? We need more. We need to incorporate nap time in our days. Is what we just
do. That's what we do. We
cry.
We just cry.
We don't get nap time.
Crying resets me.
Sometimes that does happen too. Sage the intern. We were talking about that with Mallory. Like I was thinking about Iron Giant because I was having a day the other day, and I was like, I'm just gonna put on Iron Giant and cry. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put on a movie and cry.
Sometimes you just have to cry.
Sometimes you do. Shashy Paige, what's your cry movie?
Yeah, what?
I don't have a cry movie. I don't do the cries.
What? What do you mean? You don't put on a movie to cry when you need to get out of your cry?
I don't believe you for one goddamn second.
I've never done that.
Sage is calling you out.
I've never done that. I mean, when I cry, it's like at midnight when I'm up and thinking about all the shitty things I've done in my life or something, and like.
Yeah, I can't fall asleep. I'm just gonna go ahead and cry about it. Well, yeah,
yeah. Like at 4 a.m. when I'm just like, oh my god, my life is so hard and that blah blah blah, and like, I don't know, just about anything. I don't know. My freaking noodles were overcooked. I cry. I don't know. I don't have a movie. I'm sorry. I might have music though.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well,
to be sad too.
What's your sad playlist? What's your sad face playlist? Tell me.
Oh, well, there's AFI Sing the Sorrow is definitely on that sad playlist.
Oh,
That's for
I was
sure.
listening to. Oh, what is that? This Time and Perfect from AFI Sing the Sorrow. That like
Oh,
you know,
yes.
so
Mm.
good, so good.
So yummy, sad. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. Oh man, yeah. There's definitely.
My
I
friends
don't
get
know.
really mad at me because I don't have a specific playlist for sad songs. But if you look through my playlist, I just put every single song I like onto one playlist. And
I
from
think
there
that's
you can
fantastic.
see.
I've been doing that with my liked songs. I'm like, why do I not just put every song I
No,
like on
that
my
is
liked?
your like. That is
just
You
your
can
like
need-
see
songs
my
playlist.
stages of
Is
like
every
life. It's
Sage.
No,
so
I love it.
Oh.
it's
I
so
love it. I
funny.
think it's great.
I lost my slinky.
No,
there
don't
was
lose your
one
Slinky.
there was one time I was just so sad and depressed. It's just like a chunk of songs in there, and then I'm just so happy after. It's so funny.
Depressive manic.
Depressive
Exactly. Oh,
It's okay.
it's so
Listen,
good.
it means that you got out of it though, right? So yay you. I was in
Yeah.
there, I was swimming in that stuff, and then I got out, and it's totally fine. Sage the Intern, what are some of your sad songs then?
Oh, do you want me to pull up my big playlist?
Yeah, well, what are some of yours? Shashy Paige has Sing the Sorrow, and I'm with you on that.
Definitely
have
have
a
that.
whole-
Yeah, it's just like the vibes, like just like dark and gloomy,
Dark
and
and gloomy.
slow. Like I don't have like I don't know. I don't really have like specific like super specific stuff. It's just like one from each,
Yeah,
no,
it's
yeah.
more like an indie pop, slow indie pop for me. Is my chunk of sad songs.
Okay, am I going to know?
They all
any of
sound
them
like
is the
breakup
question.
songs, and again, that's kind of iconic of me.
That is very iconic.
I was just gonna say, yeah, if it's anything close to Taylor Swift, I'm probably haven't. I'm not. I don't know. Oh no,
I
not
don't
that.
have any Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I'm not a Taylor
No T
Taylor
Swift for
girly.
Sage. All right,
Mhm. But my favorite song recently,
is what?
and Haleigh knows this, has been "Submissive and Breedable" by Smosh and Baby No Money. It's so good.
What? I'm writing
You
that
should
down.
go listen to it when you have time.
No, I do enjoy it. Submissive and Breedable. It is. I think of Sage the Intern singing it in the car, and I giggle, and it's a good time. I enjoy it a lot. Because you know what, Sage the Intern, but I also think of you and my sister.
So good.
We need to get Sage and McKenna together because they need to sing some Chaperone for us in the car. We need a girly road trip where Sage and McKenna are singing Pink Pony Club by Chaperone.
Yeah, like I think that's like that breed of like. I'm not saying that song is sad, but like that breed of sad is probably not my breed of sad. I'm much more. I'm darker a little. I think.
that flips.
I mean,
Aisha and I are goth sad. Like that's where
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I'm indie pop sad and you're goth sad.
Yeah, but that's why we bring McKenna in. You guys are both on that like spectrum. Shashi and I
Mhm.
come from like the goth teen angst, where we've got like
Yeah, darker than my soul and stuff.
darker than my soul. Got some Thrice and 3 Days Grace in there, right? Shashy Paige, no. Breaking
That's
Benjamin.
not really sad. That's more
that one's
angst.
kind of that is
I mean-
angst, but like I go to the like there are some Breaking Benjamin songs that I like. Dear Agony is one. Breaking Benjamin, like that's a good one when you're in the fields.
Oh man, when my friend Katie today was like, because I was just mad. She's like, should we just go buy some cheap glassware at Goodwill and just break glass? And I like started singing Limp Bizkit, and that was in my head all day. I was like, oh man.
Oh no, I was singing I love the sound of breaking glass.
Days.
No,
Yeah, sorry.
no,
have
Is
to.
it Into the Woods? Agony. Is that Into the Woods? I'm looking.
Oh,
it up.
I don't know.
I don't know what. I don't
say-
think I know that song.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, that one I'm not familiar with, but I'm happy to listen and learn and have a new song and add that
Yeah.
to my sad, angry, angsty, whatever
Yeah.
playlist.
Yeah.
Because
okay,
you know what?
gotta
Sometimes
listen to
Shashy
that
Paige, like, okay, it's called what?
It's called Agony. Into the Woods.
Okay, I'll Agony Into the Woods, and you go listen to Dear Agony by Breaking Benjamin, and we'll all just like we'll start
switch
to
the agony.
well, yeah, we'll. You want to try my flavor of when I'm sad and angry and what my music flavors are like? Let's just learn each other's music flavors. I love it. Into the Woods. I love it.
I'm too lazy to learn my own music flavors, you guys. I'm sorry. Like I like to find new music, but on my terms. So
That's
sorry.
perfectly fine. You do it how you want to do it, Shashy Paige. Sage and I will go ahead. Sage, go put that on our playlist.
I'm
Go put that
lazy.
on our Sage and Frankie playlist on Spotify.
Agony.
Yeah, and I'll
can
go
do
like
that.
that's what we need to do, Sage. We'll start popping. We'll flippity flop musics on our stuff, and we'll start figuring out the flavors. I like it. I'm down for it. Because sometimes you just need to honor the icky feels, and then you can move on. Like Sage the intern, honor it for 5 minutes and have
I
your nice little
do?
song, and then go and you can be a happy bear about life.
What can we do?
Exactly.
Oh, he's a happy bean.
Okay, I done added it. I done added it to our
Rock and
playlist.
roll. Sage the intern, you are the best. Shashy Paige has gone away. We have a beautiful sunset in the background. I love it. It's gorgeous.
Lost her.
Bean was flipping in his little melon plushie, so I was like,
Oh.
"What do you want?" And he's probably like, "Give me the cheese," and I'm like,
Give me the
"Nah."
cheese. It's bedtime treats. Oh,
sometimes I give him a bedtime treat when he's in pain. I'll give him a pain med, but not every night, Bean. You don't need it every night. Yesterday he put his hip out of place a little bit, so I was like, "Oh, you poor baby."
Poor
He's such a babe. I don't even know how he did. He was like lifting his leg to pee, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
Well, sometimes when
wish
you
I
get
could-
older, these things just happen without you really trying. It's like, suddenly you can Sage the intern. You don't maybe know it yet, but sometimes you just sleep wrong past 30, and you have your neck is
and
just
your neck is
screwed
fucked.
all
Oops, I
day
just-
long. You can't.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yep.
You just can't move.
nope, you
I
can't
can't
turn
sleep
your
on
head.
my back anymore. I can't sleep on my back anymore because I got my tonsils out 2 years ago, and like a little piece was like stayed in there or something, and so it literally chokes me when I'm sleeping on my back, and I'm just like, this is unfair. I don't want to have to pay for another $20,000 surgery just for them to go and get that little piece. I hate it.
No, absolutely not.
That's a whole
Like,
that's a whole thing to unpack there, Liz Lemon.
I know. Like my doctor was like, "Oh, well, just go to the ENT and have them check it out, or maybe it's in your head." And I'm like, "It's in my throat, is where it's at."
I hate when doctors say it's in your head. Shut
it's
up.
Fucking not. I know.
I've been living in my body for 22 years. I know when something
this
is
entire
wrong.
time.
Thank you.
Like I've literally been in this whole incarnation.
Yeah.
Like I
No.
know it
Doctors,
pretty well.
being a woman, just being a fucking woman. I'm sorry, you guys, but my God,
is that really the PSA, Shashy Paige? Is that what it is?
Oh, being a woman in a doctor's office, you're not ever taken seriously. Oh, my Crohn's disease is just stress. Like I just.
Well, it is stress, Shashy Paige.
It is.
But like, listen, it's okay. We're gonna find our way out of that stress. We're gonna get ourselves into the most beautiful, wonderful situations in this universe, Tongerverse. It's gonna be good. I believe in us. We're gonna get there. We are creating the timeline.
I do too.
Of the infinite happiness, prosperity, and joy, and I'm ready for that to start popping off.
And more feminine energy and respect for feminine energy because it's the better energy. Just to throw that out there.
I don't disagree with you. What did you just have in the screen there for a hot second?
Oh, I was just playing with a Bean's brush. I don't know.
I was like, what are you?
I was brushing my. Can you see this ponytail palm?
You're brushing
just brushing your plant.
Now listen, Shashy Paige. The next time you're upset, that's all you have to do. Just brush your plant. That's what you're gonna. That's your zen. There you go. Just brush your plant, and all will be well.
And plant doesn't have a name.
Well, why does your plant not have a name? It's the
what the heck?
That plant is your lifeguard boss who is going to ban all the bad people in your lake.
What kind of plant is it?
It's a ponytail palm.
Oh, okay.
Shashy Paige, that's all you need to do. Name that plant, and it'll be your lifeguard boss who bans all the people from the beach, from the lake.
Well, I mean, I don't think a name really, because, I've named plants that I've hacked up and thrown in the garbage. I'm not going to lie. I don't know.
That happens. That's okay.
Yeah.
Such is life.
I was sad about it. But.
Well, listen to your sad songs and then talk to your plant and brush your plant. And then you can just, let it go and be happy and go play a game of Tonger and life will be good. Come over and play a game of Tonger, both of you. I love, see, Shashy Paige. Yeah, hi. be upset when you have a slinky, Shashy Paige.
I can be upset because I feel inadequate
Oh.
and I feel like.
Lonnie Ray is in the house and she says, brush your ponytail palm, it grows faster.
Oh, thank you. Oh, really?
Sure.
Is
I
that
mean,
for real?
it must.
It's similar
If
to
Lonnie
stinging
Ray
to your
said so, it
plant.
does. There you go. Lonnie Ray said so. It must be true. So
I'm
brush
like
your plant.
shocked. This is a revelation. You guys, really
Look at
though?
Lonnie Ray jumping in with her own PSA. Thank you very much, Queen.
Yeah, no kidding. Are we like, is that how, like, is this like, is there a chat? Like, are we like, are there
There is
people
a chat.
talking
I am
at
seeing
us?
a chat. There's yeah, just now there it is.
Yeah.
There is a chat, Shashy Paige, now that we're 50
I mean,
minutes in.
that's awesome. Thank you, Lonnie. Was that her name?
Yeah,
Um,
she's gonna come hang out with me and Sage next week, Wednesday. It's gonna be good, groovy times. We're gonna have super fun.
Yeah, we're
Shashy
gonna
Paige.
party.
We'll bring Lonnie to come on to PSAs with Shashy Paige, and we can maybe talk about plants or who knows what. I don't know. It'll be great.
well, okay. Yeah, I thought we were gonna do more dream discussion, but Sage is not having any
Oh.
dreams, so that's like,
That's a
kinda
little
weird.
awkward, but I
That's
can
a little
dissect your
awkward.
dreams. Don't you worry. Don't you
oh,
worry.
She's
about
Hayes,
it.
remember that one I told you about where like, it was a recent one where like the pilot was drunk. I was on this plane and the pilot was drunk.
What?
And I was like freaking out. And then he landed us in a place where they were selling us as slaves. Like they were just selling all the passengers on the plane as slaves. And I had to be handcuffed to a fence and be like, and I went and I lived with this random guy.
No, okay.
And I
don't think I remember that. Okay, but
Potatoes.
explain. Yeah, the potatoes that like you made really great potatoes, and so the
Yeah,
dude you were
and
sold
so,
to
like-
got killed by the king guy because Shashy
And
made
the
the best
king
potatoes.
took me because I wanted, yeah.
because he wanted the good potatoes, and that's how Shashy Paige takes down the patriarchy with her delicious potatoes, and that's the best way to do it. And I'm super excited.
You gotta start
about it.
somewhere. It's through the stomach, I guess.
That's how you do.
I
Shashy
love
Paige.
that.
I know. Yeah, my dreams are pretty intense at times. Like I'm always like a secret spy, like fighting the government or something. You know, like it's just crazy.
You're
Lots of
always
explosions.
infiltrating. You are.
Yeah.
You're always infiltrating
crazy.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it. Well, listen, we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll ourselves into a Sage the Intern podcast in a hot second here and go live and do that because we're just beautiful, sexy, iconic, right? Sage the Intern. So, Shashy
Yes.
Paige, if you want to stick around and do that, you can. Or if you need to, like, if Bean is bedtime sauce and you need to handle.
He's just like, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear. Let me put my thing the way I want it or the other way so you can. Oh,
You
never
do
mind.
Doesn't matter. We get it. He's a cute, fluffy little dog that runs your life. Oh, and we lost her.
She's out of here.
There she goes.
Well,
Maybe she's back in here.
I was trying to show you that he's just been running around wanting food for like
That's what
the
he
whole time
does.
I've been talking to you guys. Like he's just circling, like, are we gonna eat more today? Are we gonna
eat more today? That
Yeah,
is
like,
a
he
valid
runs
question to
around.
ask. That's always a
Just
valid
runs
question
around.
to ask.
I
Bean.
know,
I
Bean.
support
I
that.
already
Are we
brushed
going
my
to eat
teeth.
more today?
I already brushed my teeth. I want to eat more, but
Well, who
who's
says
this
you have to eat
kitty?
more? You can go ahead and just give him treats. That's
This
Mary.
is Mary.
Aw,
Mary.
hello.
She is starving. So she jumps on the back of my chair and I squish her into a little, I don't know,
Into a little kitty pillow behind you.
into a little pancake.
There you go. We love it. Well, listen, ladies, we can go ahead and have ourselves a nice little break then. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. The
Yeah.
folks in the comments. Now that I'm kind of sort of having this figured out, but not really. We'll get there. It'll be fine. Don't worry. But we thank everyone for joining us for PSAs with Shashy Paige. Don't let
Sorry, I
turd-
didn't have a.
No
Yeah.
sorries. Don't that is
Well-
the PSA. Don't let people shit in your lake and don't let a turd float on your glass half full.
Yeah, don't
Amen.
shit in a lake. Yeah, exactly. Ban the people who shit in your lake. That's just not
Yeah.
okay.
It's not okay.
Beat
But-
up.
Yep.
Sage the Intern's going to handle it. Sage the Intern is our enforcer, and she's
And
going
then
to go
take their rainbow floaty.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Period.
Sorry, that's
And-
a little rude, I guess, but I mean,
No, take it.
Thank you. Sage the Intern.
Wait,
She's okay
no.
with it.
maybe it's got poopy poop on it. I don't want, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't want it. deal with that.
We'll make our own rainbow floaties, Shashy Paige. It'll be an art
You're right.
project, fun time, and it'll be the way that we get ourselves distractified from the things that we don't want to deal with anymore. So don't worry, you gotta handle
distract us from the shit in the lake. Okay, yeah.
Yes, there it is.
Okay.
That's all we
thank
need.
you for chatting. You guys are awesome.
Much love, everyone.
Have fun
Thank
at
you for joining us.
the next one.
We will.
Thank
And
you.
we
We're
will.
double fisting tonight.
We're double fisting Wednesday, double fist Wednesdays for the podcast situation, and I can't wait, Sage the intern. Thanks
Yay.
for
Okay.
listening to PSAs with Shashy Paige. Have a
I'll
good
go
night.
take care of Bean.
Go take care of Bean. That's what you got to do.
do. See you guys.
Goodbye.